Motoraj in the KHOU 11 newsroom. We're hearing from federal investigators for the first time, the NTSB, about Sunday night's deadly helicopter crash. Let's listen in.
Okay. All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Brian Rutt, B-R-I-A-N-R-U-T-T. I'm an air safety investigator with the National Transportation Safety Board. Here I'm investigating the helicopter accident that occurred last night. We're in the early phases of this investigation, so we're collecting all the evidence we can while we're here on scene. We plan to be on scene at least another day. So I'll go over what we know so far, and then I'll give some time at the end for some questions. So last night, shortly before 8 p.m. local time, a Robinson R-44, November 881 Kilo Echo, impacted a radio tower and crashed. There was a post-impact fire. This helicopter departed out of Ellington Airport, and there were 4 people on board, and tragically all 4 were fatally injured. Our condolences go to the family and friends of those who were lost. Today on scene, we have been collecting all the evidence we can. We'll be doing that for at least another couple hours tonight, and then we'll be back at it tomorrow. I need to give a shout out to the local law enforcement, the Houston Police Department, Houston Fire, local EMS and first responders did a great job securing this scene, and they continue to serve us on scene today. Like I said, we're still in the early stages, so we're just gathering all the evidence we can. It's a pretty complex scene, so we're being meticulous in how we approach this. I will be joined with additional investigators who are on their way now, and they will be here tomorrow on scene as well. The FAA has also been involved. They were here last night, and they are assisting throughout this investigation. We do have an outlet for people to give us witness reports that I'd like to mention. That can be done at emailing witness@ntsb.gov. We are aware of some surveillance videos, and if there are more, we're interested in seeing those as well. Also, witness statements can go to that same email address. Future press briefings will be announced on our Twitter feed or X feed at NTSB Newsroom. With that, are there any questions? I have time for a few.
What can you tell us about the notice to air missions that was in place for this particular tower?
Okay, so the question was about notice to air missions, or NOTAMs as they're called. The FAA handles all the NOTAMs, so those would be directed towards the FAA if you have questions about the NOTAMs. I am not aware. I haven't had time to research the NOTAMs for this one, but that is something that a pilot should do before every flight, is check all the NOTAMs.
Do you know anything about issues with the lighting on the tower? There have been a lot of reports of that.
Not at this time. I'm not aware. We haven't gotten that far into the investigation. We're still early.
A black box recovered?
Question is about a black box or flight data recorders. This particular airplane does not have a flight data recorder, and it's not required to, but we are searching for other devices that contain data that we can use. We have been given some debris from local residents, and we encourage those, if they do find debris in their yards, to notify law enforcement and get that to us so we can collect that.
Any history on this particular aircraft that you have?
I don't have any history on it right now. Not that I can give. FAA keeps records of that, so you can talk to them about the history of that airplane or this helicopter.
Any age or names of the victims?
Local law enforcement will have that. They'll have names of the victims when they're ready to be released.
There are reports of human remains and scattered in some properties. How confident are you that you're going to be able to gather every piece of evidence to put this together?
Yeah, the medical examiner's office is here, and they're working diligently to collect what they need to collect. My focus is on the wreckage. So I have time for one more question.
Any update on road closures? Is it still 4 acres that you guys are searching, or has that been condemned?
Right now, I don't believe the cordon area has decreased, but the plan is to get that decreased here in the near future. So, thank you, everyone. Any questions, you can contact our local media relations team. Thank you.
We just got a brief update from an air safety investigator with the NTSB. That was Brian Rutt. Just told us a few things, but said that, again, this investigation is very much in the early phases. They are collecting evidence for at least another day. More investigators from the NTSB will be joining them tomorrow. Also, Brian Rutt calling it a complex scene, saying that FAA investigators are also there. One of the questions was about a black box, if the aircraft had a flight data recorder. It did not, and he did specify that that helicopter was not required to have one. Also mentioned that there is debris strewn about maybe 4 acres, a 4-acre radius there. So a lot of folks there maybe are coming upon debris. A lot of witnesses possibly saw or heard something. He is asking folks who may have video or have a witness statement to give to email witness@ntsb.gov if you saw or heard anything during the crash that happened last night just east of downtown. Again, just before 8 o'clock, a helicopter hit a radio tower in the area. All 4 people on board have died. Again, we're going to have the very latest on this developing story on air and online. I'm Rekha Mudaraj in the KHOU 11 newsroom. We'll see you back here for KHOU 11 News at 6.